Hello students, good morning. So today we are dealing with the one more new chapter from the third unit. So already in this unit we have finished microbes in human welfare. So this unit consists of three chapters actually. So due to the 30% syllabus reduction, so there will be deletion of the second chapter in this unit. So we are going to study this year only the two chapters. Okay, that is human health and diseases and microbes in human welfare. So already you have studied about the human health in your previous standards under the heading called why do we fall ill. Okay, I guess you remember. You studied about what is health, what is diseases, kinds of diseases, types of diseases, everything, and its precautions. So in this chapter also you are dealing with you are dealing with the diseases. You are going to study the types of diseases, what kind of animals are responsible or organisms are responsible to spread the diseases. Okay, in the next section you are going to study about the immunity. Okay, yes, so types of immunity, its functions, about the antibiotics, and last we are going to study about the drugs, the effects of smoking, drug addiction, everything. Okay, yes, we'll start with, yes, what is health? So health is a state of complete physical, mental, as well as social well-being. So it comprises all the things, that is, it may be physical health or mental health or a social well-being. Togetherly we call it as health. So how this health is affected? It may be by some genetic disorders, by hereditary we call them as, by some infections caused by organisms, or change in the lifestyle. Okay, change in our lifestyle. Maybe it is eating habits, water, the resting habits, or the over exercises or less exercises, or our habits. Okay, yes. So not only the physical, as I said, the mental health also important. So hence the mental health, what mental health means mind influences our immune system. Okay, means the capacity to fight against the diseases will get by our immune system, and our mental health means the mind influences the immune system through the coordination of both, yes, hormones as well as our neural system. Okay, yes, thereby it affects the health also. Understood? So when the functioning of organs, or it may be the systems of body, if it is adversely affected, in this condition we call it as diseases. As in the diagram you can see, so healthy body and healthy mind is our happy life. Not only the healthy body is important, in the same way our mind should be healthy, because as I said, our mind influences the immune system, which in turn affects our health. Okay, so both, if body and mind together, if it is healthy, then our life will be happy. Okay, diseases. Okay, these diseases are classified into two types. So one is infectious and another is non-infectious disease. We know already, the one means if the infections or the diseases transmits from one person to another person, such diseases are called as infectious. Okay, or we call it as contagious. Now what we are facing this 2020 year corona pandemic, that is one of the infectious diseases, right, which transmits from one person to another person. Another category is non-infectious, means the diseases which do not transmit from one person to another person. It is non-contagious. It doesn't transmit from a person to the another person. Okay, and if it is infectious or non-infectious, if the disease causing organisms, the one which cause the diseases, those are called as pathogens. Okay, and parasites are the pathogens. Like we know, some we have studied already. It's a mode of nutrition, right? It's a kind of mode of nutrition under heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Saprophytes, holozoic, and parasitic we have studied. Means they need some host where they stay in the host, they reproduce, and they'll get the shelter as well as food. And the main thing is reproduction, right? Not all the parasites are they cause or they are called as pathogens, but maximum parasites are like they come under the pathogens, means the one which cause the diseases which harms the host. Okay, yes, a good humor hypothesis. Here, the humor means a mood or a state of mind. This state of mind, like a hypothesis based on the state of my mind. Some scientist has given some hypothesis like how we can analyze what we are, like which state of mind we are. Like some hypothesis was proposed by the Hippocrates and some Indian Ayurveda system, and it states that health is a state of body and mind. Yes, we just now studied. Okay, for a healthy life we should need a healthy body and a healthy mind, where there is a balance of certain humors, like certain state of minds. Persons with black bile, like one example, if a person with a black bile, we know bile, what it does, it digests the fat in our body, okay, which is secreted by the liver and which is stored in our gallbladder. Yes, one of the digestive juices in our body, yes, which is secreted by liver. So what they said, the hypothesis, a person with black bile belongs to hot personality and would have fevers. This is one hypothesis. This hypothesis was criticized and disapproved by one more scientist, that is William Harvey. So he discovered blood circulation and demonstrated the normal body temperature in persons with black bile using thermometer. Okay, these are the different kinds of 4 types of humors which indicates how the person is, like whether the person is healthy or not. We know if it is yellow bile, if it is released in our blood, what it causes, jaundice, right? Yes. Okay, we are going to study now the common infectious diseases in man. We'll categorize in the few sections, like the diseases which caused by the bacteria, the one which is caused by viruses, protozoans, worms, okay, some by the fungus. So like this we are going to categorize, and it is very important because in this common infectious diseases, no, you're going to study, you're going to remember or practice the name of the disease, okay, and the pathogen means the name of the organism, the scientific name, especially the one which is causing the diseases, okay, its mode of transmission, symptoms, and whether any test is mentioned, okay, to detect these diseases, if any test is mentioned, because all they have these things they have asked for 1 mark sometimes, okay, like typhoid caused by which pathogen, okay, like this they may ask, okay. Yes, the first category is bacterial diseases, and the first disease is typhoid. We know already this is caused by the pathogen Salmonella typhi. Here they have italicized the word, and while handwriting, what you need to do, okay, you know the rules of binomial nomenclature. Yes, you can't write in italics when you are handwriting, okay, when it is hand written, yes, what happens, you cannot write it in a italics. What you need to do, you need to separately underline the genus and the species name. Yes, so Salmonella typhi is the pathogen which causes the disease typhoid, and the mode of transmission, it enters small intestine through food and water, the contaminated food and water, yes, and migrates the organs via blood. So like this they transmitted into the body, And what is the symptoms? Sustained high fever, headache, weakness, stomach pain, constipation, loss of appetite, intestinal perforation, and death may occur. Means intestinal perforation means there will be pores on the intestine, so which cause death. Okay, no, non-functioning of intestine which cause death. Yes, so there is a test. See here, I have told you they will ask for sure. This is the commonly asked question. Okay, which is the test used to confirm the typhoid disease? That is Weidel test. Understood? And one more simple background about the typhoid. Like, you have heard about the typhoid Mary. Okay, so Mary Mellon, which is nicknamed as a typhoid Mary. Why? Because of she's a professional cook actually, but she was carried this typhoid and she spread this typhoid for several years through the food she prepared. As just now we studied how there is a mode of transmission by food and water. Okay, like this she was called as a typhoid carrier for many years. Understood? Yes. So next bacterial diseases is pneumonia. It infects lung or alveoli. So the alveoli get filled with fluid leading to respiratory problems, fluid or mucus. Okay, what is the pathogen? There are two pathogens which causes pneumonia: Streptococcus pneumonia and Haemophilus influenza. These two are the bacteria which cause the pneumonia. Okay, Streptococcus pneumonia and Haemophilus influenza. Okay, what is the mode of transmission? Inhaling the droplets. When we sneeze, when some infected person sneeze, the droplets or aerosols which is released, okay, when we inhale it, we also get infected because those aerosols or the droplets may contain these two bacteria. Okay, sharing glasses and utensils with the infected person, because these diseases are infectious. See, the heading itself is common infectious diseases. Infectious means we know the one which transmits from one person to another person, right? Okay, next is symptoms. So respiratory problems, obviously, as we studied, it infects the respiratory system. Fever, chills, cough, headache. In severe cases, lips and finger nails turn gray to bluish color. Okay, so the next category is viral diseases. So you are going to study only the common cold here, okay, which infects nose and respiratory passage, not lungs. Remember, not the complete lungs, only nose and respiratory passage means those trachea, bronchi, till that much. Okay, not bronchioles or lungs get infected. And that infection lasts for 3 to 7 days, means almost 1 week. So pathogen here is rhinovirus. How there is a mode of transmission? Yes, if the infected person sneezes or coughs, if we inhale the droplets of that which containing rhinovirus, it is infected to the normal person also. Okay, or through contaminated objects, like when we sneeze, if a infected person sneeze and holds pen or anything, same pen if we use, then the infection may spread. Okay, symptoms, that is nasal congestion, okay, discharge, that is running nose, we usually call it as, fever, headache, sore throat, that is throat infection, cough, hoarseness, tired means we feel tired, okay, etc. These are the symptoms. So next category is protozoan diseases. Okay, protozoan diseases. The first disease is malaria, well-known diseases. We know the pathogen Plasmodium vivax. So other than Plasmodium vivax, there are different species also which cause this malaria. So we'll study, that is Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium falciparum. Why I'm telling? Because This may ask in NEET or CET. Okay, Plasmodium falciparum species causes the most serious kind of malaria which cause death, severe death. Okay, Plasmodium falciparum. Okay, mode of transmission is by biting of female Anopheles mosquito. Now you should remember, you should not tell only mosquito. Okay, which mosquito? Female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, the bite from that infected female Anopheles mosquito, that means the mosquito may contain either any of this Plasmodium species. Okay, when they bite us, those infected stages will come into, yes, our body. They reproduce, they increase their progeny, they form the gametes. Okay, like this life cycle we are going to study in the next slide. Okay, this is very important. Next, what is the symptoms? So whenever there is like infection in our body, Plasmodium species infection, some stages like they releases hemozoin, a toxin. Okay, a chemical which is released by the Plasmodium species in our body, that is hemozoin. Remember, important 1 marks question, hemozoin. Okay, which causes chill and high fever. Okay, and this fever will last like or recurring, like recurring means they come alternative days, every 3 to 4 days. So this is Plasmodium species. Okay, this is a female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, so like this we'll study the life cycle. Okay, so what happens? So what happens means, so when the mosquito, okay, when the mosquito containing this Plasmodium infectious stage, especially we call it as sporozoite, the infectious stage, the one which causes the infection. Okay, the one which causes the infection, those are sporozoite stage of Plasmodium. This is also 1 marks question, sporozoite stage of Plasmodium. Okay, which is escaped from the intestine and migrate to the mosquitoes salivary glands. So ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ವೈವಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ವೈವಾಕ್ಸ್ನ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜಾಯಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ವ್ಯಾರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನ್. ಈ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ರಿಲೀಸ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ salivary glands of the mosquito. So in this stage, if the female Anopheles mosquito bites a normal person, means a normal ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ಪರ್ಸನನ್ನು ಬೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸಕ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಬೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್, ಸ್ಪೋರೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ದೇ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ human body. Okay, when they injected into the human body, these sporozoites will reach the liver through the blood. Okay, liver na reach agate. Yes, they reach the liver. Then what happens, this parasites reproduce asexually. Andre they undergo cell division. Simple cell division means ಫಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ದರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲಿ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಕಿಝಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ದ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ diagram for this. Okay, later I'll send it in a group so you can take down. Schizont anta antivi. So what happens, this schizont ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲಿವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಬರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, sometimes after releasing they release a chemical called hemozoin. Okay, they release a chemical called hemozoin. ಈ ಹಿಮೋಜಾಯಿನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿವರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಚಿಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಫೀವರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಫೀವರ್ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಫೀವರ್ ಈ ಹಿಮೋಸಾಯಿನ್ ಟಾಕ್ಸಿನಿಂದ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಏನು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್, ರೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ವೈವಾಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಪೀಷೀಸ್. ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ವೆನ್ ದ female Anopheles mosquito again bite us, not actually they bite, during bite they suck the blood, right? During this time what happens, this gametocytes ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನ್. okay, male and female gametophytes, they undergo sexual reproduction. Okay, that is they fuse together. Understood? Male and female gametocytes, they fuse together, they fertilize. Okay, and after fertilization what happens, as we starting navenu odidivi, yes, after fertilization a sporozoite stage is formed, that is infective stage, one of the infective, mature infective stage. Again the cycle, yes, repeats. If this sporozoite containing stage mosquito again bites a normal person, the sporozoites will enter into the human, especially in the liver. Again they are sexually reproduce, they form multiple schizont. When they enter into the blood, especially RBCs get burst out, hemozoin ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು chemical formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, which in turn causes the fever. yes, ಹೌದಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ this ಅಸೆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ಗಳು, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ಗಳು ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗೆಮೆಟೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ Anopheles mosquito bite us, they suck the blood containing gametocytes, they enter into the intestine of the mosquito, they perform sexual reproduction because they have the two gametes now. Okay, fertilize ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, they undergo fertilization and again they form sporozoid stage. So this is the life cycle of what? Plasmodium. Okay, and how they cause the malaria. Okay, next protozoan disease is amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery, and the pathogen is amoeba histolytica. Okay, so what happens, some house of flies, okay, they are just a mechanical carriers. Mechanical carriers means this Entamoeba histolytica, they are not present inside the house flies, they are present outside the house flies. Maybe they are attached to the surfaces, body surfaces of house fly, hence it is called as mechanical carriers. Transmits the parasites from fecus to food and water. So hence we should not allow the house flies to sit on our food or any liquid food drinks, everything. Okay, so what is the symptoms? Constipation, abdominal pain, cramps, stool with excess mucus and blood clots. Okay, so next category of the disease is Helminth disease. Okay, like worms. So for the first worm disease is Ascariasis. So the pathogen is Ascaris, or it is also sometimes called as intestinal parasite. Okay, so the mode of transmission is through soil, water, vegetables, fruits, etc. Not the complete worm. The eggs of the worm will be transmitted through soil, water, vegetable, fruits. Okay, contaminated fecus containing eggs of parasites. Understood? Symptoms is internal bleeding, muscular pain, fever, anemia and blockage of intestinal passage. Okay, so next Helminth worm disease is Filariasis, or it is also called as elephantitis. Okay, elephantitis, you have seen this. The genital, from the genital part and the lower limbs, usually what? They get swollen. Okay, because the filarial worms will live in this lymphatic vessels. Okay, yes, which causes the inflammation of the organs. Understood? Yes? Okay. So how this is caused by the mode of transmission, that is bite of one more mosquito, that is female Culex mosquito. That is for malaria it is female Anopheles mosquito. Here it is female Culex mosquito. What is the pathogen name? Filarial worms or Wucheria. Okay, that is Wucheria branchofti or Wucheria malai. Understood? So these are the names of the pathogens. Okay, the last disease is the fungal disease, the disease which caused by the fungi. So the disease are the ringworms. Okay, so they appear ring-like structure. Here you can see the ring-like redness. So hence it is called as ringworms. Okay, the pathogen is Microsporum or sometimes Trichophyton and Epidermophyton. Okay, they are seen in groin or between the toes. Okay, so the mode of transmission from soil or by using towels of infected person, clothes, combs, etc. Sometimes this heat and moisture, we know fungi grow because of the humidity or moisture contained, and this heat and moisture help the fungi to grow. Okay, yes. So next, symptoms. So dry or scaly lesions like this, dry or scaly lesions. Okay, on it may be skin, nails, okay, scalp, and which cause intense itching. Yes. So how to control this infectious diseases or prevention? We know prevention is better than cure. Okay, so sometimes the disease may not be cured completely, but the prevention is the first method to do. So prevention and control measure of diseases. The first thing is personal hygiene. We should maintain, we should keep the body clean, use a clean drinking water and food. Okay, next is public hygiene. So what is the public hygiene called as? Proper disposal of waste and excreta. Whatever the waste and excreta is there, we should properly dispose it. Periodic cleaning and disinfection of water, reservoirs, pools, cesspools or tanks. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ವಾಟರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂಡರ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾರಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೀರನ್ನು ಶೇಖರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಹೌದಾ, ಅದರ ಪೀರಿಯಾಡಿಕ್ ಕ್ಲೀನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಎಕೋ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್, ಎಸ್, ಆಫ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಅವರ ಬಿಲಾಂಗಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ನ ನಾವು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಲೈಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಏರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಮನ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಇವಾಗ ಕೊರೋನಾದಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ, ದ್ಯಾರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅ 3 feet ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್. ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ವೇರ್ ಮಾಸ್ಕ್, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾನಿಟೈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಅಥವಾ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋವಂಥದ್ದು. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. Standard practices of hygiene in public catering. Whenever there is a public catering, hotels or anything where we go, whether we need to check whether they are maintaining a proper hygiene thing. Okay, next, control and eliminate the vectors, because the malaria, as we said, malaria, so malarias are caused by mosquitoes. Okay, especially by a plasmodium species, but the vector, the one which transmit these diseases are the mosquitoes. So we should control and eliminate them. How we can eliminate them? Okay, especially vectors. One examples I have taken. Avoid stagnation of water. ವಾಟರನ್ನು ನಿಲ್ಲೋ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಂಟ್ ವಾಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲೇ ದೇರ್ ಎಗ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರೋಜನಿ. ಹೌದಾ, we can avoid. And regular cleaning of household coolers. Next, use of mosquitoes nets. These are some day to day we are doing this, right? And next, introduce larvivorous fishes like Gambusia in ponds. This Gambusia or guppy fish, idana Gambusia athwa guppy fish antanu karithivi, or it is also called as mosquito fish also. Why? Because of they eat the larvas of this mosquitoes. ಈ ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋ ಲಾರ್ವಾಸ್ನ ತಿಂದು ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಎಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಫುಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಲಾರ್ವಾಸ್. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ದಿಸ್ ಫಿಶಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಫಿಶ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಗಾರ್ಬೇಜ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಒಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಫಿಶಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ wherever you can see if these fishes are in large amount in such drainage system, ಸೊ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಲಾರ್ವಾಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಫಿಶಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ದ ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೊಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್, ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಸೈಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಡಚಸ್ ಡ್ರೈನೇಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ವಾಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್, ಎಸ್, ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಡೋರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ ವಿತ್ ವಯರ್ ಮೆಶ್. ಡೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ವಿಂಡೋಸ್ಗೆ ವಯರ್ ಮೆಶ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ, ಮನೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿನ ನಾವು ತಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಕಾಷನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಈ ಪ್ರಿಕಾಷನ್ಸ್ಗಳಿಂದ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್, ಅಂದರೆ ವೆಕ್ಟರಿಂದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ಗಳು. ಇವಾಗ ಏರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟರಿಂದ, ಓಕೆ, ಹರಡುವಂಥ. ಏರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏರಿಂದ, ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟರಿಂದ. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸೊ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳಿಂದ ಹರಡುವಂಥ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ಗಳು. ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಫಿಲಾರಿಯಾಸಿಸ್, ಡೆಂಗ್ಯೂ, ಫೀವರ್, ಚಿಕನ್ಗುನ್ಯಾ, ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಅದರ್ ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್, ಸೊ ನಾವ್ ಡೇಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯುನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. ಲೈಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪೋಲಿಯೋ, ಡಿಪ್ತೆರಿಯಾ, ನಿಮೋನಿಯಾ ಅಥವಾ ಟೆಟಾನಸ್. ಇವುಗಳ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿನ ನಾವು ಇಮ್ಯುನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನವ್ ಡೇಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಕೊರೋನಾ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. So sometimes, like when we get a fever, we take antibiotics, okay, or a paracetamol tablet. That is an antibiotic. So taking drugs like antibiotics also help to treat the infectious diseases. So like this we can prevent and control some of the airborne, waterborne and vector-borne diseases. Okay, so thank you. In the next class we are going to deal it with the immunity or the immune system. Okay, means what are the types of organs which play an important role as in the immune system, all this. Okay, yes, thank you.